Hey, what's up, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? Andrew Godsmith here, Godsmith of Chaos. I went to an OTS TCG championship on Sunday, and I played a Libromancer deck that I created. I've been building on this deck for the last few months. It's been doing good, somewhat. I haven't won anything until now. I still didn't get first place. I got third place at a championship with my Libromancers. It's more like a Libromancer pure with a couple hand traps. I'm going to show you the deck profile today. Pretty excited. I won my WCQ invite and really looking forward to that. Anyways, let's get to my deck profile and hope you enjoy. Cheers. Right on. So here it is. I have been working on a Dark Magician deck. I love Dark Magician, as you can kind of see, Seal of Archichalis, tin, whatnot, but I am very excited to be working on that. I always have it done, and I'm going to play it actually this week in my next tournament. Kind of done playing this until the WCQ, if I can make it better, whatnot, but I'm going to start off with 3 Libromancer first appearance. This is my main card that I try to get out and I use. It lets you, on activation, lets you search for a monster card, as well. It also lets you ritual summon. Now in one turn, like on your second turn, this comes around, you can ritual summon and then activate another Libromancer first appearance, search for a monster, and then ritual again, bringing out both Doom Brokers, allowing for 5,000 direct in one turn. And you can pop a card. Libromancer Geek Boy searches first appearance or searches Libromancer Realized. 3 Libromancer Fire, for obvious reasons, searches monsters. It's one of the best engines for this deck. Libromancer Agent, I play 2 of them in this deck. I find it's been working the best for me. I like to play 3 sometimes, but right now I'm playing 2. It's a 6, and you can tribute it out to still get its effects, where the other Libromancers you need to do a special summon, where at least with this one, you can just tribute out 1 monster and still be able to bring a monster from your graveyard to your hand, or spell or trap to the bottom of your deck. I play 2 Doom Broker. I'm debating on taking 1 card out and actually adding a 3rd, because I found with consistency it works fine, because these are the only ritual cards that I play in this deck. If I add a 3rd one, it'll make it a lot easier for me to summon out monsters. 2 Manju helps me search out the Libromancer Doom Broker. Also, it's another level 4 monster on the field to help me get into my XYZ monsters. Sangan allows me to get out a 1500 attack monster after it's been tributed. It's a level 3, so I do have a level 3 XYZ that I usually do with Geek Boy, bring him out, and it allows me to, if I discard him, I can bring a card back to my hand. So I'll bring Geek Boy back to my hand, and then I will sacrifice the XYZ monster to send Sangan to the graveyard to bring forth a link monster, such as Dark to Dark Charmer or somebody, and then I can also search another monster. 1 Artifact Scythe. I'm actually thinking about putting 2 in here, well, at least 1 in my extra deck, because people like to pop the back row. So if I have 2 of these, at least I'll draw 1 sooner, and I can pop the back row, get special summoned, locks out your opponent from their extra deck. Play 1 Realized. It allows me to get Doom Broker out without sacrificing an actual monster, and allows me to XYZ and link my other monsters. 3 Emergency Telly lets me bring out Geek Boy as well as Ghost Ogre, just to kind of help for defense. 2 Preparation of Rites. 1 Instant Fusion. I do play Millennium Eyes as a hand trap negate, or kind of like some safety, and then I can, because it is level 1, I can bring out Relinquished Enema. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, for obvious reasons. 2 Libromancer Interventions. This is Libromancer's Omni-Negate. It's as well as like a Monster Reborn, so it's awesome. I absolutely love it. Libromancer Displaced. If I have Displaced and Libromancer Intervention on the board, I like to use this as kind of like sleight of hand They think that I don't have intervention, but if I draw intervention, I pull out displaced. So then when they put a monster on the field, as long as I have two Libromancer monsters on the field, I can steal one of their monsters and then still have my negate. Three Solemn Strike. It's just overall a really good trap card. Torrential Tribute to destroy all monsters on the field. This happens if I brick and I can't get anybody out. To get out, I absolutely love this card. It's one of my favorite trap cards, or one of my favorite cards. I love the artwork on it, as well as I love what it does. Target 2 monsters your opponent controls that were special summoned from the extra deck, then shuffle them back into the deck. It's hard to stop it because it doesn't destroy a monster, it just sends them right back to the deck. Now into my hand traps. I only play 4. I do have a few more. I'm going to put 1 to 2 more Ghost Mourners back into the deck. I absolutely love it. It's just like an Effect Valor, but if the monster on your opponent's side of the field leaves the field, they lose those life points as well. And then y'all know what Ghost Ogre does. That's it from my main deck. On to my extra deck. I play 1 Ninkaribo. Libromancer Fire is a level 4 Cyberse. So what I'll do is, if I'm second, or even if I'm first, I'll get him out. Once I have fire on the board, bring him out, and then it's a great trap negate. Then Karibo, if somebody declares an attack, I have a few level 1 monsters. If I give Effect Valor, I put Effect Valor like Karibo if somebody's going to attack, and I put their attack down to 0. Relinquished Enema, just in case they have that like 1 single monster up there to steal, or when I use Instant Fusion, I bring out Millennium Eyes, and then instead of losing Millennium Eyes right away, I can bring out Relinquished Enema to kind of replace it and hopefully take over one of the monsters. Relinquished to the graveyard. Millennium Eyes to the graveyard. Dark to Dark Charmer. Steals a monster from your opponent's graveyard. Cross Sheet. Only 2 effect monsters it takes, and then if I ritual, I can draw 2 cards. Nightmare Unicorn. 1 Tri-Gate Wizard to attach the unicorn if I'm able to get it out, and then what that does is it doubles the damage done to opponent if Nightmare attacks. 5-headed Link Dragon. When I do have Magic Girl in my side deck. If I'm able to bring out all 5 of the elements, this guy's a really easy card to bring out for me. Now my XYZs, my rank 3, what this does is it allows me to detach a card and send it back to my hand. So if I use 2 Geek Boy, 1 Geek Boy, and 1 Ghost Ogre, or another 3, what this does, it sends it back to my hand. I can still use that hand trap or Geek Boy next turn. Number 6 Giant Hand, Monster Negate, Downer Magician. So what I normally do, detach his material, then bring out Downer Magician. An easy summon. Utopia allows me to negate an attack and destroy. And once that's in the graveyard, I bring him out. All opponent's monsters are to 0, and then I can special summon Utopia back to the field. Psychic End Punisher, when my life points are lower than my opponent's, it gains the attack indifference, as well as I can banish one of my monsters and one of my opponent's monsters. And then my Instant Fusion, Millennium Eyes. Yeah. So that was my extra deck. Now my side deck. I like to switch it up sometimes, and I like to throw in Fire Burst. He can attack twice with monsters, and then the battle damage done from him is doubled, as well as if you special summon him or ritual summon him with Firestarter and Bonded. He can't be banished or destroyed by battle. He can't be targeted. It's an all-out broken card. A negate, of course, another Doombroker, third agent, and then there's Magic Girl. She allows you to ritual summon on your opponent's turn as quick effect. Intervention, Omni Negate, Bonded, which is the ritual for Firestarter, and then a couple more hand traps. I got Ghost Bell, which if somebody's trying to take a card from the graveyard, put it back in their hand, or special summon, she's good to put in there. For Ghost Sisters, it increases your life points. I was debating on putting a couple more in my deck, but I played against a deck that had this in it, and even though I special summoned all my monsters, even from this deck I was playing against it, I got their life points up to, I think it was like 17,000, and then next turn I was still able to bring them down. So this could be effective, but for me it wasn't, so I took it out of my deck just because it wasn't for my opponent. And then you got one Preparation of Rites, 3 pre-prep, and 1 Ritual Cage. I would like this card to be better. I would like for it to work better, but it just doesn't. If somebody's really like monster heavy, ritual monsters, monster effect heavy, they're unaffected, and also I take no damage from battle. But yeah, that's my side deck. Hope y'all enjoyed. May the heart forever be in your cards. Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching.